Okay. Listen, you can talk all you want about proper precautions and things best left unknown and blah 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 blah. But when someone gives you the disassembled pieces of a magical artifact, I don't care who you are, you put that baby together. At the last piece of the first crown slotted into place, the whole thing started glowing with green light and humming, and that's when things got weird. Before we knew what was happening, we were somewhere else, an indistinct nowhere, with misty walls glowing that same green. Before us floated an elven man, all dressed up like some sort of king, except that he wasn't a normal king, cause last time I checked, elves weren't see-through, and their skin didn't give off wisps of glowing smoke. He stared at us with his blank ghost eyes and said, "You're neither witch nor worm. Who are you?" So we told him the truth, of course. The Ghost King nodded. "My name is Lithoriel, once called Lithoriel the Wise. You are inside what was my pride and is now my prison. What you call the first crown." He gave an ugly smile. Behind him, a door manifested in the fog. He gestured to it. "Don't worry. Unlike me, I suspect you can leave whenever you like." Time is strange here. I don't know how many millennia have passed in your world since Narissa destroyed my kingdom of Rushwood. Only that all memory of it has been lost. With you younger races building your nations atop its ashes, my people are long dead and scattered. Only I remain trapped in this half-life, denied my proper rest and forced to carry out petty tasks for whichever abomination bears my crown, all thanks to the Nymph Queen. He looked at us expectantly, so we asked him more about his kingdom. The ghost's smile looked pained. Behind him, the fog swirled, forming an image of a beautiful forest city. God's my kingdom was a thing of beauty, a forest city that wove the trees into its very walls, but now it's gone, destroyed by Narissa and swallowed up by time and the forest. He laughed bitterly. I believe you know my realm as part of your so-called stolen lands. How appropriate. Yet even your oldest books have forgotten me, and I, while away the millennia here, bound by Narissa as bauble for his servants to squabble over. So then we asked him about Narissa and his imprisonment. Succeeded at a will check. Narissa. The ghost snarled, and if we didn't already know he was a ghost, we would have then, his face contorting in ways that would have broken a real elf's skull. Behind him, the fog swirled, forming an image of a beautiful elven city. He jabbed a finger at it. Look. See my kingdom? See what she destroyed? All of it, gone. And why? Just to add one more grain of dust to the nymph's queen chalice. He shrieked. A sound full of madness and sorrow that seemed to stab through our ears and into our brains. And now she binds me here as a bauble of a son. Asked him what the chalice was. The ghost shook his head. I don't know. Only that every time she destroys a kingdom, a new grain of dust falls into her cup. Mine was the first, but there have been so many since. Ask him how best to fight Narissa and her minions. The ghost laughed bitterly. Fight Narissa? Child, if I knew how to kill the Nymph Queen, would I still be trapped in this godforsaken crown? I can't take any direct action against her, even at the command of my bearer. He paused, thoughtful. Though I suppose her minions see my crown as a mark of station. The gnarly witch and the wriggling man fight over it incessantly. To see it in someone else's hands might fluster them, cause them to make a mistake at a crucial moment. There was another pause, longer this time. At last, in a softer voice, the ghost said, Or, once you've left this place, You could command me to destroy this crown and set myself free. That made us all pause. We looked at each other, silently weighing our options, and then asked him what he would do if we set him free. His face softened, and for a moment you could see the kind leader he must have once been. Why, I'd go on to my just rewards, I suppose. Be judged by Pharasma and join my people in the afterlife.
I do what I must.
Well, of course. Ghostly god, corrupting touch. That doesn't sound good. Goddamn specters.
Knock knock, used to lighting enemies on fire first.
Troops.
I can't keep this up much longer.
Yep, she's dead. And they're coming even more? Okay, of course! You're taking so much fucking damage, and there are thousands of you. Thank you very much, game. Why not? It doesn't hurt them. They don't care. Of course, they all safe. Of course, why not? Yep.
Bring it! Be easier if you not fight back.
Okay. That's it. That's it, game! You've annoyed me for far too long now. We are leaving.
In due time.
So, well then. You look up to find Sheikah waiting for you at the edge of the trees, arms crossed. Salim stands near the eldest, his arms crossed. He nods to you, but says nothing. Well, Sheikah asks, did you get it for us? Did you know there's a ghost tied to it? Did I know about the ghost? Sheikah smiled. Child, why do you think I wanted it? I'm far too old to be excited about fancy hats. Now are you going to give it to me or not? Fine, okay. If this makes the final fight against Narissa or anything more easy, okay. I've got it for you, here you go. As Sheikah reaches for the crown, Salim steps forward and raises a hand between you. Before you do this, I think you should consider that the ghost tied to this crown is a mortal soul, trapped and kept from his rightful afterlife. As an agent of Pharasma, goddess of death, I could take the crown to a realm and ensure the ghost is put to rest safely, as he deserves. At Sheikah's shocked expression, he laughs. Don't look so surprised. I told you I'd help you locate it, and I did. But putting souls to rest is still my job. It turns back to you, so what do you want to do? We have no way of knowing what Sheikah will do. Can we really trust someone with so many faces, so many personalities? Someone who keeps their plans a mystery? Salim is right. Best to give him the crown. Let the spirit rest and restore things to normal. The eldest are wise. Let them decide what to do with the crown. Here, Salim, have your goddess put Lithoriel to rest. Salim accepts the crown with both hands, bowing slightly. Thank you. I'll see that his soul is laid to rest properly. And I'll put in a good word for you with the goddess Psychopomps. It may be that I can grant you some favor in your battles to come. He reaches up, pulls a spiral-marked amulet from the neck of his robe, and promptly disappears. Surprisingly, Sheikah laughs and turns a radiant smile on you. We knew you'd make the right choice. God of the future, remember? Everything's going according to plan. Now, if you'll excuse me, we are late for an appointment. Or was that early? With a thoughtful expression, the oldest winks out of existence. Don't leave me hanging! Don't leave me hanging, please. Pharasma. Come on. I helped you out. Don't leave me hanging against Nyrissa. Leaving this place. Ooh. Those Mandragora swarms. Oh, they are so annoying. They are so annoying. -4 strength ability damage per hit. Ugh. That's brutal, man. Holy fuck. So, wait. Yeah, let's go. Rest.
Fates.
When I stayed in village, I saw nothing. With you, Knock Knock sees more during one day than during the whole life. That's why Goblin King would never become a hero. He sees nothing beyond his hind.
Yeah. Okay, nothing special on the way there.
Adventures can wait.
Okay.
I'm hungry. When we stop.
Yep.
Yeah, they know how to feast at the Rushlight tournament. When's the next one?
Too soon.
Try to avoid. Okay. Let's rest again. Go! Yep. Very nice. Okay. So that seems to be it then. It doesn't look like there's any other path here that I could explore right now. We have found about every path there. Or at least all the paths we could see right now. And I still can't make it to Pitax, right? Actually, you know what? We will have to take a look back at our kingdom right now. The first of the next month is approaching. Problem 25. I don't care. I don't care about all these issues. I can't do anything about it anyway. So. But we are heading back for the capital for the first of the month. Someone on the road, get ready.
Here I am. See.
I do what I must.
Goblin merchant. Return the As you come closer, the goblin gives you a wide grin and waves at you. A ramshackle cart beside him is sagging under the weight of the junk within. Amidst the trash, however, you notice the glinting of gold and what seems to be hints of fine cloth. Seems like only the owner of the cart can sort through this mess. Hail, travelers! Welcome to the Chua Cart Round Shop. I'll be having all. Pokers, splinters, clovers. Choose what you like if you have money. Chuak appraises you with greedy eyes as if sizing up how much coin you have on. I be going new dungeon, have new goods. I sell, you buy. Hey Churk, we've already met, remember me? Churk looks you up and down with indifferent expression. You adventurers be all the same. Dirty, skinny, why I should be remembering your kind. But if you be buying stuff, Churk thinks for a moment, then shakes his head sadly as if confirming his memory of you is lost. How goes the trading? Since Goblin King be drowned, it be too late. Too bad. Me be self-riding roads and wandering around villages. No one be giving money. All just come to watch and point finger. Let me see your wares. That's all. Yeah. Hey, this is my throne. This is cherry. It be good cherry, sturdy. Ornamenties on side, soft seed, fine back. I be giving it off for 100 money. If you be not regretting it. Why are you staring at me like that? Is that a deal stare? Listen what I say. No bargain within. Knock knock no, sure, knock knock try it. No, do it. How do you manage to get it in the first place? Look what I have! The goblin digs a wand out of the depths of his cart. I be doing whoosh and doors go open. I be entering, taking all good stuff and leaving. Burke hastily tucks the wand back. I be having some other whoosh thingies, but I know showing them to you. They are mine and not for sale. Are you crazy? This is my royal throne. How can you demand gold for what is rightfully mine? Burke is still trying to wrap his head around what you've said. That's true? He scratches his ear. Right. Me be asking too little. It'd be worth 200 money. Told you not to bargain. You will return my throne this instant before I hang you from the nearest tree. Jerk screeches and drops to his knees. Have mercy, adventurer! I be mistaken. I be not doing it never again. Jerk wrings his head. You want bribe? I be giving you bribe. Many valuables I be giving you. And take Sherry back. Just don't hit me no more. Yep. Confront Eimer. Yeah. Sound of 1,000 screams.
I'm off.
All right. All right.
Adventures can wait.
Teleport. Capital. Enter. So let's see what's up. And then we're going to the Temple of the Elk. Try to pass this trial.
Time to search for the spot to rest.
Yep, and we're going to rest real quick. Going to sleep.
I'm there.
Yep. 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 Whatever. Runaways. Oh, reforging the sword. Just one more day. Amuri's sword was successfully reforged. Bring the sword to Six Bears tribe. Okay. Horse breeding center. Let's do this. Lindsay has brought bad news. Lindsay's cheeks are flushed and she is out of breath. It seems like she must have run all the way to the throne room. Disaster! It's a disaster, Your Highness! Fire, your highness. Plague, your highness. I know I can always count on you for good news, Lindsay. What did you think? That you'd become queen and just get to feast every day, enjoying the frowning of your lords and ladies in waiting and holding tournaments? You sit on the throne you could be so kind as to rule. Let's get to business then. What happened? The whole kingdom's on fire! Well, metaphorically speaking, and some of it literally. First of all, we've got armed gangs ranging along our border with Pitarchs, robbing and killing people, destroying food stores, and damaging any property they come across. Second, there are sudden and inexplicable monster attacks being reported all throughout your lands. And third, there are people out sowing dissent with rumors and songs, even handing out pamphlets, mocking your failure to fix things, and encouraging the citizens to pledge fealty to Irovetti instead. Our governors are panicking. They have had to use all the funds we budgeted them from the treasury in preventing riots and mass hysteria. Several provinces have already refused to attempt gathering taxes from the people, claiming that just trying would be a tantamount to suicide. We don't have much time. There may be no troops marching against us, but more of our regions are under attack each day. We may not have catapults firing on the walls of our capital, but there's no doubt we are under siege. There are no battle fronts and no battalions, but there are plenty of victims. We've been attacked without reason, and without declaration of war. We have only one option. We kill Irovetti. To kick Irovetti's ass and show everyone in the River Kingdom who's just the master around here. I told you so. Yeah, we are finally kicking his ass. Why am I just hearing about this now? At first, no one thought the isolated events could be part of some conspiracy. Even now, it's likely few have figured it out, but these events have all developed too quickly and in what seems like a concerted effort, as though someone were pulling the strings from behind the curtain. And there's more than enough evidence tying these strings to Pitarchs. Do we know who's spreading the propaganda? Yes and no. The bards handing out pamphlets and singing slander about you have been seen in city streets, but none have been caught. Obviously, some place in Pitarchs is training these people and printing up their pamphlets. And judging by the style and quality of the text, someone from Pitarch's Academy of Grand Arts was tasked with this mudslinging. I'd recognize their style of verse from a mile away. If I were you, that's where I'd start looking for agitators. What do we know about the monster attacks? The reports are controversial. They talk about things you wouldn't even hear in fairy tales. Educated wyverns, trolls wearing armor, even undetectable goblin ghosts. But all the testimonies agree on one thing. They emerge in small groups, literally from nowhere, in the middle of a field, in the center of a city square, on fortress parapets. One inn reported monsters rushing into the common hall from bedrooms and storerooms, and in a temple nearby, the monsters fell down on the heads of the praying congregation, breaking through the roof with a wild roar. Just a few hours ago, a messenger showed up at the castle with a missive offering the service of a group of rangers who specialize in investigating mysterious cases similar to these. For a small fee, they are ready to facilitate establishing the nature of these inexplicable events. I suppose we should take them up on it. I have no idea how else we'd go about finding the source of these attacks. So you think Irovetti is behind all this? Who else could it be? Bandit attacks are increasing along our border with Pitarchs, and the boards spouting negative propaganda against you are singing the praise of Irovetti at the same time. Hell, he even invited you to the Rushlight tournament for the sole purpose of mocking you. Who else would backstab their opponents in such low conniving way? This is just like him, that nasty, slimy, fat-headed prick. If we were here right now... Lindsay clutches the air as though gripping the throat of an invisible enemy. Do we have any definitive proof that would allow us to formally expose Irovetti? Not yet, but I'm sure the agent he hired will have something we can use. It's a good idea, though. Expose Irovetti, show the whole world the dirty game he's playing. It would definitely help us. When you deal with his spies, be sure to keep your eyes open. I thought the Stolen Lands were used to dealing with bandits. Thing is, they may be dressed like bandits, but they are behaving completely differently. Bandits wouldn't decimate the peasant population, burn their fields and poison the wells. Then there wouldn't be anyone to extort next time. Much more profitable to just shake them down every once in a while. That's why local thugs tend to be well known. but nobody recognizes these new ones. And all that's left behind after their raids are corpses and scorched fields. It's gotten to the point that our bandits are fighting these outsiders. Some of the villages are even gathering weapons and supplies to help our bandits because they at least let them live. But they are still losing. Enough talk then. There's no time to wait. Fortunately, the situation could be worse. Your decisive victory in the Rushlight tournament really bolstered the people's faith in you and your abilities. It's funny how such nonsense can affect people's minds more than real feats and atrocities do. But this works it out in our favor. Thanks to that victory, we'll have a little more time to deal with whatever vile attacks the madman from Pitax throw at us. And the next disaster. War of the River King.